Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading. Well, actually, it's gonna be a candle wax reading. And today's reading is all about your future spouse, channeled messages from them. This is one of my all time favorite readings that I like to record every now and then. And yeah, I thought today is the day. Let's look into what messages your future spouse has for you. Also, my dear, I've added some subtitles to this reading, so you can definitely feel free to check out whether your language is also added. And yeah, I will try to incorporate more subtitles in the future for my future readings. So I hope it will help you guys with, enjoying this reading even more. Now, coming back to this reading, as always, my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from. And as always, you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. Now, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the cards better. So, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is going to be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey Palwan, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you coming from your future spouse? Now, before we start with the candle wax reading, my dear, I would like to get you one tarot card. So let's start with that. For my dear pile 1, let's see. For my dear pile 1, what messages do we have for you from your future spouse? Only one card? Okay, we already have one. Oh no, we have 2. I only want one, please. Let's see. For my dear pile 1. Okay. Ooh. The card that came out for you is the 10 of Swords. That's interesting. All right. So, give me a moment. Okay. So with the 10 of Swords being here, I would like to talk about the 10 of Swords energy for a second. So, 10s are all about endings, right? And the 10 of Swords is very special if we look at all the 10 cards, because the 10 of Swords is a very painful ending, okay? But what I always like to say is, whenever there is an ending, what comes after that? A new beginning. And very often we may feel like we have to bring something to an end, but, we are trying to, maybe push it away because we don't want to deal with it, right? Or we may also, do procrastination and stuff like that. And with this card being here, I really feel like your future spouse wants you to look at your life and to look at yourself and really see what in your life needs an ending. It's almost like they want you to become or be a little more self-reflecting, I guess, for your own, good, for your own well-being, to see what energy you may carry with yourself that just doesn't serve you anymore, or what circumstance perhaps you have in your life right now, what kind of relationships you have which are very toxic for you and which need exactly that, which need this ending. It may be a painful ending, it may not be easy. You know, very often when something is bothering us in our life and we're carrying it with us, it's not easy to cut it off, right? It's very difficult for us, especially because we have to deal with it again. But it's almost like your future spouse, they want to see you free from this, from whatever this darkness I'm hearing. This darkness is that you may be carrying with yourself. Now, of course, this may be something different for each and every one of you guys, but what I would recommend to you to do is really ask yourself, what do I have in my life? Whether it's energetically, whether it's a person or circumstance or even a thought pattern. It can really be anything. What is it that gives you stress? What is it that puts you down? What is it that is toxic? And what needs to be gone from your life? You know, very often we carry so much BS with ourselves and we're not even aware of it because it's normal, you know? We accept that, well, whatever is bothering us, we just have to deal with it, that it's always going to be a part of our life. But no, this is all about you saying no to it because you deserve it. You deserve a life without toxicity. And this is where your future spouse is coming through, because they want you to, remember this. Remember that we can bring an ending to all the things that don't deserve us. Yes, it may not be an easy ending. It may be very, very difficult, but it's worth it because you break free from this energy. And once again, after the 10, we have a new beginning in which you're not going to entertain this energy no more. And of course, these things are easier said than done. There is no doubt about that, especially if, you know, something is bothering us really, really much. But this is about your future spouse and their messages for you. And all I can say about this is I can't even describe to you guys how, in a way, urgent or how important, I guess, important is a better word here, how important it is for your future spouse to, you know, really think about it, because they don't want to see you surrounded by this. They don't want you to, be caged or trapped by energies that don't deserve you. Okay, because you deserve so much more than this. Yeah, so this is something that I feel like is very important for your future spouse. It's very important for them that you hear those messages. All right, so let's continue. Let's start with the candle wax reading. All right. As always, my dear, please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay. Yeah. So if I had to give this reading a keyword, it would definitely be well-being. This reading is all about your well-being. which doesn't surprise me because we're talking here about your future spouse and they love you. And if you love someone, their well-being is one of your highest priorities. And I really feel like this space, your future spouse is, using it because they want you to make your well-being a priority as well. Now, first of all, I'm hearing treat yourself better. Treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated. Now, this could be connected towards, this things you tell yourself, such as affirmation. Maybe you tend to be a little bit harsh with the way you talk to yourself, and your future spouse may, use the space to make you aware of this. I mean, we in this world, we constantly put ourselves under pressure, right? Let's just think about all the media we see and all the comparison that happens automatically, or, well, in a way we are being forced to do, manipulated to do. This won't make you feel better about yourself. Very often people are very, very harsh to themselves because they feel like they don't have this, or they don't look like this or that. And you could have also been very harsh towards yourself. Maybe lately, or maybe this is an energy you are in quite some time, that you tend to sometimes put yourself down or have negative self-talk. And your future spouse is creating a space here in which you become aware of the fact that all this self-talk, it doesn't mean anything because it's all an illusion. This world will give you 1,000 reasons why you're not good enough. But all that matters is that you see that you're good enough. And that's the challenge, right? I really feel like your future spouse here wants you to be more understanding with yourself, more gentle. Let's just think about your partner. You may tell yourself or see yourself in a way that is very harsh, but would you say those things to your partner? Would you be that harsh to someone you love? No. But you should love yourself first, right? And very often we treat ourselves in a way that we would never ever treat someone else. And your future spouse is coming through, and they want you to see that, to become aware of what you're doing, because you deserve so much love from yourself. And it always starts with us. And let me tell you, my dear, that there is so much power in self-love, because in this space we receive energy that we can make so much out of it. And this is what your future spouse wants you to focus on. They want you to focus on loving yourself. It is easy to love someone outside of us, but loving ourselves, that is the real challenge. And this is what your future spouse wants you to commit yourself to. Maybe lately life has been a little bit difficult. Maybe through responsibilities or just harshness you've been experiencing. It is even more important than to be gentle to you, right? And I'm seeing, of course, the way it works out for you, because we're all different and we all have different responsibilities and schedule and lives, right? But however it works for you, I'm hearing try to do more things for yourself. Do more things that make you happy. Do more things that make you joyful. It can mean, for example, to buy yourself something nice or taking yourself on a date. Maybe just, taking a self care date for yourself at home. Whatever it may mean for you. Your future spouse, they want you to make this a priority. And sometimes we have to learn it or relearn it even to love ourselves. And for a lot of people, it may sound ridiculous. Like, what's the point of loving yourself? Without loving yourself, your life quality will never be the best, because how can you feel your best when you're at war with yourself? Even if from the outside everything looks great, everything looks perfect, if there is a war within you, it doesn't even matter what's outside. So your future spouse is definitely coming through here with a major message. Also, my dear, another thing, if you feel like lately you compared yourself to others, or there's a lot of competition going on, there is this advice in here to once again focus on you and maybe distance yourself from situations that make you feel triggered or make you feel not your best. Because maybe, for example, maybe you're trying to love yourself more, but the second you go on Instagram, you see so many things that trigger you into feeling not good enough. So maybe if it's possible, deleting Instagram for some time, or just not putting yourself in the space, it may help you with coming back towards yourself. At least that's what your future spouse is showing me here. If you feel like something is not good for you, don't expose yourself to it. Don't lose your focus, because there is so much noise out there. There is so much distraction out there on purpose. So please make sure that you put yourself as the first priority, and if you feel like something is not serving it, then where's the card here once again? It could literally even be connected to this card, right? Bring an end or distance yourself from whatever toxicity it is that is not good for you. For example, coming back to the Instagram example, maybe you're like, no, I don't want to delete my Instagram. Well, maybe you can then start to, for example, follow pages that encourage self-love or some kind of positivity that you need, instead of certain people that make you feel bad about yourself, right? So it can start like this. And of course, once again, this is just an example. Of course, in your individual situation, it can be a very different thing. But it's very important for me to explain it to you guys, what I'm feeling here coming through with your future spouse. And that once again, your well-being is the most important thing for them. And if something is toxic for you, whether it's emotionally or mentally, you deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. But it's important that we see it first, right? Because someone can tell us 1,000 times that we deserve something. But if we don't believe it, once again, it starts with us, then there is no point in it. Someone can tell us 1,000 times that we're beautiful. If we don't believe in it, we won't, make it our own. Self-love is no joke. It really isn't. And this is definitely the message that you should take for yourself today. It is funny how this is a future spouse reading, but your future spouse is coming through with messages which are only about you. But you see, this is how important you are for them. They want you to focus on you, because if you have your well-being, they will be happy, right? So try to expose yourself to energies that stimulate you in a very positive way. Whether it's an activity, it could even be like reading a self-love book, whatever it is, but really give yourself more attention, the kind of attention you need. And once again, don't be too harsh towards yourself. Your future spouse doesn't want to see you saying those bad words towards yourself, telling yourself you're not good enough or you're not this or that. They want you to be as gentle towards yourself as you would be to someone you love. Because this is what this is all about. It's about self-love. It's about you loving yourself. There is so much love in here. I am so grateful that I, can tune into this energy, because it really warms my heart. All those words come from such a loving place. All these things come from the fact that your future spouse is so deeply in love with you, and once again, their well-being is all they care about. And they want to see that, they want you to walk on this path. Oh my goodness, my dear. Your future spouse, they love you so much. I'm sorry, I have to say one more time. It's crazy how I can sometimes feel those sensations, and, although it's directed towards someone else, which is you, it's for you, but it's crazy how I can feel it. And as I always like to say, I don't find the right words to explain it, because you have to feel this love to understand it. Of course, English is not my first language, but even if it was, I don't think I could have described this love, because it's something you have to feel on yourself. So I really want you to hug yourself right now and to feel this love. Because this love is exactly what you deserve, and this love is exactly what you deserve to give yourself. Not only to someone else, not only to a partner, but first of all, and most importantly, to yourself. So please, if there is one thing you take out of this reading, it's exactly that. How deserving you are. Wow. Pile 1. I didn't expect this reading to go like this. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm getting emotional here. It's so wonderful. You're loved so much. I'm wondering whether you have already met this person or not. So much love. this is all I have for you, my dear. I'm not receiving anything more except unconditional love, really. I think I can talk for hours about, what I'm feeling, but I mean, that's not the point, right? But I can really tell you guys, you're desired so much, you're loved so much. Please don't allow the outside world to make you feel bad about yourself or bad about, yeah, the relationship towards you. Definitely concentrate on your self-love journey. Yeah. So, my dear Paiwan, this is all I have for you. This was a very beautiful reading. It literally touched my heart, and I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to experience this. It was, yeah, it's a blessing, really. So, my dear Paiwan, as always, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. And yeah, if there is something you would like to share with us, of course, feel free to do so in the comment section below. Also, my dear, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can, of course, feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear Pawan, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening. But yeah, take care, my love. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what messages do we have for you from your future spouse. First of all, my dear, I would like to get you one tarot card, and then we will start with your candle wax reading. So let's see. For my dear pile 2. For my dear pile 2, what message do we have for you from your future spouse? All right, let's get you one card. Ooh. Too many. Okay. All right, and we have the Four of Pentacles here. Oh, all the cards are falling. Okay. So, my dear pile 2, what message does your future spouse have for you? Okay. I don't know why I heard get ready. Get ready for what's to come. Okay. I feel like it's connected to the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like the Four of Pentacles energy is being manifested in your life, and your future spouse is kind of making you aware of it. Now, what I find very interesting is that when I saw the Four of Pentacles, the first word that came in my mind was security. Now, some kind of security is entering your life. I really feel like it has something to do with your finances. That's interesting. It's almost like your future spouse is like giving you an insight of, what energy you are about to manifest. Okay, maybe we'll get the love messages later in the candle wax reading, but for now, focusing on this energy, you're about to gain some kind of security, and the security for me is definitely connected to your finances. Now, it could be the case that maybe some of you guys have been waiting for some kind of opportunity, or you've waited some kind of upgrade in your finances. And I really feel like with this energy being here, you're stepping into this safety, you're stepping into the security. Yeah, for some of you guys, you could definitely soon get some kind of opportunity in your career in which you can go to the next level. But besides that, I also feel like your future spouse wants to give you a completely different message with this card, and I'm gonna say it the way I heard it. What are you holding on to? If we think about the Four of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck, like the illustration, there is someone who's holding on to like some pentacles with both arms, and it looks like they don't want to let go. So I feel like your future spouse wants you to do some yeah, reflection here and really ask yourself, is there something in your life that you're overly, yeah, clinging to, which may not be the best thing for you? It could be in terms of anything, really. I mean, that's just a metaphor here, right? It could be related to maybe like in your personal life, maybe you're having some kind of addictive behavior towards something, or maybe even, yeah, that's so funny, like not funny, but that's so interesting because while I was shuffling, I saw something in my mind's eye which actually suits this energy very, very much. There could be something that you do or you have which may sometimes make you feel trapped a little bit, not in the like physical sense, but sometimes, for example, we may cling to a thought that we have every single day, and we may not even be aware of the fact that it's getting obsessive, and it could be anything. It could be regarding yourself, regarding others, maybe even a goal, or let's say obsessing over physical, like physicality, about how you look like, or about something else. These are just examples, right? For some reason, your future spouse is trying to bring attention to this. Maybe you've been lately thinking about something or obsessing about something that's just not good for you. It can either be this message, or, of course, once again, maybe this is for someone specific, and your message is the first one I said regarding, like the security coming into your life. But I'm getting both messages here, so of course, take it how it resonates. Maybe one is for you, maybe both are for you, so see what resonates with you, but I'm getting those two messages for the beginning. Having said that, though, let's start with your candle wax reading. Let's see. All right. As always, my dear, please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay, if some of you guys have been overthinking a lot, then, I feel like your mind is playing mind games with you. Your mind is making up very often scenarios that make you feel very bad about yourself, about your life. Your mind may always, try to scare you. You may make a lot of things bigger than they are, bring like a lot of worrying energy towards you, which is not even need it. It's like I see your mind and it's constantly working, just without any reason really, like overthinking to the limit. I feel like, my dear pile 2, that your mind can somehow I'm sorry, I can't talk. Can sometimes be your biggest enemy. Because there is no clarity in it. There is a lot of chaos, a lot of turmoil, but no clarity. And I feel like this is an invitation from your future spouse to make your headspace comfortable again. Now, what do I mean with that? Okay. Okay. So, what I heard was become mindful of what thoughts come in and out. Because very often, when we are a great overthinker, we just accept all the input that we feel, but really become aware of it just being thoughts. And only that, just thoughts which don't mean anything. Only different things your mind is making up. And you know what's so interesting about this? There is so much energy which you burn through this, which you could actually use for your potential, which you could actually use for creating great things for yourself. And this is where your future spouse wants you to, put your attention towards all the amazing potential you have. And I feel like very often your mind may play games with you, or your mind can hold you back. And this is something your future spouse wants to, see released, or they want you to do more things that help you step into your power. And not your mind constantly entertaining you with things that make absolutely no sense and may even trap you or hold you back. So, my dear pile 2, I really feel like you're someone who is a great leader. You're someone who could reach a lot of people with your work, with your passion. You have great potential when it comes to creating wonderful things for not only yourself, but for others as well. And it comes from a very authentic place. You being you could actually create so much. And I do feel like there could be something in your life that you're very passionate about, or some kind of dream that you really would like to go for, but maybe it's those thoughts we have seen now. Negative thoughts that try to hold you down, try to tell you why you can't do this, why you can't do that, why you're not good enough for doing it. Or, like negative scenarios which come up whenever you feel or whenever you think about all the great things you would want to do. It's like a little bit self-sabotaging yourself. Your mind is trying to sabotage yourself on a daily basis. And your future spouse, they want you to be aware of it, because what you came here to do is living your truth, doing what makes you happy, right? And stepping into this energy, stepping into this potential, because you can create great things for yourself. And I feel like your mind has been a huge enemy in this, which it shouldn't be, because your mind is your mind, right? It should be your friend. But very often we don't know how to handle our mind space, and the outside world is not helping us, right, with finding a harmony in it, or a state of peace or clarity. Your future spouse wants you to pay more attention and more importance towards your mind, and find ways to enhance that, like help you with it. So for example, the first thing that I think about could be, for example, like meditation could be a great way for you to bring some clarity in all this like storm, this turmoil going on in your headspace, right? Because very often when the sky is full of clouds, right? Especially like full of gray clouds, or there is literally a storm out there, you won't be able to see the sun. What I'm referring to the sun is your potential, is your greatness. And if there are so many negative thoughts, so much overthinking, so much worrying going on, you cannot step into your greatest power. So this is very important for your future spouse. And this is so interesting because for pile one, we also got a lot of messages coming through, which were about like pile one. Because I don't know, when I started the reading, I thought maybe we'll get a lot of love messages, but it's interesting how your guys' future spouse, like, they are putting all the attention towards you. They're creating a space only for you here, and it's almost like they put themselves in the background because you are more important. Those messages are very dear to them, so you hear those messages, I feel like there could be some healing you need to do. And maybe this is why your future spouse is trying to make you aware of it. This reminds me of pile one for sure. But, I was constantly talking about those like empowering messages, right? In which it was all about your potential and stuff. I really feel like a great aspect of this potential is actually your your gifts. There is a lot of potential in you that you haven't discovered yet. And it's kind of like your future spouse is trying to give you a glimpse. I talked about the fact that you are a great leader, and you really are a great leader. Maybe you're watching this and you've never been in a leader kind of position, and you have never seen yourself in that kind of position. And it is really like a new message for you. And you may even ask yourself, like, no, that's not me. I don't see myself as a leader. I'm not great enough for that. Well, let me tell you, you absolutely are. And coming back to this spiritual element to this, I really feel like, my dear pal, too, you're someone who's greatly gifted. You are someone who has a lot of like spiritual gifts, a lot of psychic gifts, and you really came here to explore them. And it's interesting to me because you have the star card, right, as your card selection. And I definitely feel like, because of also the messages that we got so far, there could be something you want to achieve in this life. There could be a passion, a hobby, or a dream, literally a wish, right, that you have and that you would like to create for yourself. A great way to step into this energy is definitely tuning within and recognizing all the wonderful power you already have. I am seeing that you could be someone who is already deeply connected to your spirit guides, to the energies, and they're trying to guide you. It's very important to know that you have a team behind you, because, you know, when we know that we're being supported, that's like a completely different way to go through life, right? And you're being supported here. And I really feel like through your clairvoyance, through your insights, you're even able to pick up some things, at least on a subconscious level. You may sometimes see things through your dreams. And talking about your future spouse as well, I really feel like you have already connected with your future spouse through your dreams. If you haven't met them physically, then definitely on the 5D, energetically speaking, you're connected to your future spouse's higher self already. You came here to do great stuff. And it is time. I'm hearing it is time for you to step into this power, to live it, to not allow others to put you down or make you feel small about yourself. You didn't come here to be small. You didn't come here to play small at all. You came here to awaken your potential. And you're stepping into this. You're stepping into this journey. So get ready. Definitely get ready for this. Pile 2, I absolutely didn't expect the reading to go like this. Like, I mean, I never know what comes through in candle wax readings, but like, it always still surprises me, because it's funny how, you know, like this, for example, is a future spouse reading, but how it, yeah, leads the energy, and, you know, what wonderful messages we get for you. You, pile 2, came here to create greatness. You didn't come here to hide yourself. You came here to play. Yeah, to play your own game, and definitely keep going, because I see you achieving great stuff. And your future spouse, with these messages, they're definitely coming through here to motivate you. All right. So, my dear pile 2, this is all I have for you for today. I'm not receiving any more messages. Please, my dear, as always, let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. My dear, I invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. And of course, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pile 2, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening. But yeah, pile 2, take care, my love. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what chilled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? Now, before we start with the candle wax reading, my dear, I would like to get you one tarot card. So let's see, what message do we have for you from your future spouse? For my dear pile 3, what message do we have for you from your future spouse? All right. And we have the 6 of Swords here. Look at this. At the back of the deck, we have the Lover card. Which, by the way, 6, right? Oh, look at this, another 6. Okay, all right. So You know, that's very interesting. Maybe, my dear. Okay, the lover card wants to be here. I see. Let me put it here because it's constantly falling off the deck. Okay. So, what I wanted to say is maybe you're gonna see a lot of synchronicities at the time when your future spouse is coming closer, or when you're gonna reconcile with them. For some of you guys, if you already know them. For others, this may be a new person and they may have not entered your life yet. And I do feel like synchronicities are playing a big role in this, because it's kind of like a way of your future spouse's higher self to, yeah, introduce themselves to you, or to show you that, okay, they're coming, or like it's getting more and more significant when it comes to your guys' relationship. So definitely pay attention to those messages, because they may be sending it to you. Maybe you're seeing synchronicities right now in your life. Okay. So, my dear pile 3, what I would like to start here with is that I'm just gonna say it the way it is. That's the energy I'm receiving. I really feel like you and your future spouse, you have a great connection with each other. This pile 3 is my spiritual connection pile, okay? This for me is representing, like energetically speaking, what I'm picking up on here. Not going to the cards yet, only what I'm picking up on. I really feel like both of you guys, you have a deep connection and you are already connected to each other. You're feeling them, you know a lot of things about them already, and you see them coming. You may even already know a lot of things about them. Maybe how they perhaps are going to look like, maybe how you guys are going to meet, or some kind of like information regarding your connection. But what I'm picking up on here is that this is a spiritual connection, and you guys are deeply, deeply connected with each other. I don't feel like, if you haven't met them yet, that you have to wait much more, because it's kind of getting faster and faster, like speeding up the meeting. Oh, once again, if you haven't met yet, of course. Your future spouse could right now be somewhere that you're not. Like, it's either they may be on holidays right now, or maybe they are at some kind of distance. I know that's very random, but that's a message I'm receiving here. Your future spouse, like, they want me to tell you that they will always find you. Now that's interesting. No matter, okay, I heard no matter which lifetime. That's interesting. No matter which lifetime, I will always find you. Because we belong together. Well, that's very romantic. Oh, your future spouse. When you guys are going to meet each other, there are a lot of similarities that you're going to see in each other. It's almost like you are going to mirror each other. It may be scary or weird in the beginning, but you're going to learn how to deal with it, how to handle it, and also how to appreciate it. Sometimes you may look at your future spouse and you may feel like you're looking into a mirror. It could have something to do with your guys' values, or even literally for some, maybe you look very like alike, or it's just the energy that you guys carry. You're so connected that you can feel it on a physical level as well. You guys, this is not the first lifetime in which you're going to be lovers. You have been lovers in other lifetimes already. And in fact, I feel like you have been at least connected in 6 other lifetimes with each other. I really feel like I need to go to the candle wax reading because your future spouse, they're like already coming through here, and I just don't want to wait any longer. Let's see for my dear pile 3. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. You know what your future spouse is doing? They are showing me pictures. Pictures of your union, like what's to come in a way, what scenarios you guys will find yourselves in this lifetime. And you know what I'm seeing? Now, there is one word that can describe it beautifully. For those of you guys who have been following me for some time, you may understand what I mean when I say my home pile. This is definitely my home pile here. So my dear pile 3, what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing a house. And it's almost like the door to the house is opening for me and I'm stepping into it. And I'm like a third person, like looking into, what's happening in the house. And what I'm seeing is that you and your future spouse, like laying on the couch in your own little world. And it's almost like your future spouse wants to give you a glimpse of that, of the future that you guys are going to create with each other together. I see you guys hosting a lot, celebrating a lot, a big, big family. It's either you guys already have a big family or, maybe it's like I'm seeing a lot of people, friends, family, maybe even a chosen family I'm hearing. And it is so beautiful. You're going to host a lot. You're just going to enjoy the time you have. And if this wasn't a marriage, like a future spouse reading by now, like I would have definitely mentioned marriage because that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, there is definitely a reason why your future spouse is showing me this, They want you to see all the things you're gonna create with each other, I guess. And it's coming from a place of love. That's the most important thing. I see you being an independent, empowered, authentic version of yourself. Someone who knows who they are, someone who has stepped into their greatest version. Also, I'm hearing over and over again, say that I love, They want you to know that they love you. And not only that, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Your future spouse is in love. that's how that's how I would describe it. They're totally in love with you. That's so cute. This is so cute. They want you to know how much they love you. They want you to know how much they, yeah, find you attractive, how beautiful you are. They see this empress, they see this emperor when they look at you. And wow, I mean, two very powerful archetypes. This says a lot, right? You are the star for them, the star that brightens their life, brightens the night sky. Through the sleep, through the, yeah, through sleep, you guys can definitely connect with each other, my dear. I'm sensing a deep emotional connection here, which is already there, which you may already feel. But of course, when the physical meeting comes through, it's just gonna be something else, right? Your future spouse also wants me to tell you that you will soon go through a transformation. It's a rebirth. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it because it's gonna take you where you want to go. It's gonna take you towards your greatest version. There are some changes coming into your life, but I'm hearing over and over again, try to embrace them instead of resisting them. Maybe you're someone who is scared of changes or you don't really welcome them. And maybe this is why your future spouse is coming through with this message to kind of calm you or to tell you that there is no reason to be scared, you know? If this is the case, then definitely tell yourself, like, there is no reason for me to be scared because changes are a part of life. And the changes are gonna take me towards where I'm supposed to be. And believe me, the energy, the way it's coming through, there is nothing scary about those transformations you're gonna go through. In fact, I see you being much more uplifted afterwards and much more in your element. And the fact that your future spouse is showing it to me, there is definitely a significance around it. Those transformation, like those changes, they could actually be deeply connected towards your connection as well. Maybe you will go through some kind of change which will bring you closer to this person, or which will help you meet them. So definitely embrace it, not only for your future spouse, but especially for yourself, because primarily this is about a transformation which will help you step into your highest potential. What is this transformation about? What kind of change? I definitely feel like, let me see. Oh, I'm hearing no. I'm hearing you will know. So your future spouse is not showing me what kind of transformation it is, but it's on purpose. You're not supposed to know yet what it is. All you're supposed to know is to like have trust and know that it's for the better. Embrace it, I'm hearing. I'm hearing I love you. I heard it 3 times after each other. Like I heard, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, my dear. Do you know this person already? There is so much love. The kind of emotional connection you're going to create with them is something you have never ever experienced with anyone before, and definitely not with a past romantic partner, if you've had any. Get ready, that's all I'm getting. I feel like this is really like how I should end this reading. Get ready for what you are manifesting. It's very exciting. There are a lot of exciting things coming towards you, my dear Pal 3. And believe me, your future spouse is excited as well. Okay? So, my dear Pal 3, this is all I have for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to, connect with your beautiful energy. From my heart, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. As always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course I invite you there as well. My dear Pal 3, take care, my love.